Hello everyone, I'm Ausyellow. Are we recording? Yeah. And welcome back to an incredibly old series. Well, I say incredibly old, not as old as some of the other ones. Welcome back to Formula Paw. We haven't been here since, I can't remember what the last race was. It was definitely before December, right? It might have been before December. Race number 10 of 22 number of drivers. And our race next coast and also race 18. I was very excited for. I thought it was race number 10. Anyway, Mexico City, Alan Prost starting at the back. And pole position goes to Macho Gatto, followed by Sebastian Vettel, Roxy Tundra, Angel Frost, Fernando Alonso, and Willow Wolf, etc. Uh, Apologies if I get the names wrong. I definitely will. But anyway, we have Macho Gatto on pole position for Ferrari, followed by Sebastian Vettel, Roxy Tundra, Angel Frost, Fernando Alonso, Willow Wolf, Oliver Behrman, wow, Burton Senna, Jake Villeneuve, Goldie Iris, Lewis Ham, Nelson Puckett, Kitty Softpaws, and then the Racing Paws Sally Snowball, Phoebe Fittipaldi, Whisper Wolf, Michael Shoesnacker, Max Verstappen, Tuxedo Noki, Bark Lauder, Nigel Barksall, and Alan Prost. I have got no idea how the Racing Paws wound up outside of the top 10. Yeah. Okay, we're in. Setup. Awesome. Okay, my bad. Go to here. Race. Okay. Oh my goodness, it has been such a long time. But 5 lights are on. And 5 lights are off. It's lights out. And away we go in Mexico City for the first time in 2025. Uh, Even though this is technically the first season, Macho Gatto was able to maintain the lead. Sebastian Vettel lost a position there with Roxy Tundra, who might look up the inside and proceeds to do so. 3 wide, Sebastian Vettel is able to steal the lead away from Macho Gatto, and I do believe Roxy Tundra is still trying to stay in this fight as they go into the fourth turn, I think, and come out the first sector. Tuxedo Noki with a 5 second time penalty for causing a collision. Tuxedo Noki is one of the racing cores. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Tuxedo Noki might actually have a puncture there. I think. No, probably not. Never mind. Anyway, Sebastian Vettel has quite an early gap already. Meanwhile, Natural Gatto tried the inside line on Roxy Tundra. That did not work. 5 second time penalty to Fernando Alonso. And who is that? That is Oliver Behrman, who was scraping up against the barriers by the looks of things. And that brought out the yellow flag for just a moment. Look at that lead Sebastian Vettel's created right there. Willow Wolf, strangely on medium tyres. The Whisper Wolf, strangely on soft tyres as well. Max Verstappen, Michael Schumacher, Kitty Softpaws, they're on hard tyres. And the Nelson Puckett is on. And fastest first sector goes to Sebastian Vettel. And Rocky's really struggling here. That's the championship leader, actually. Lewis Ham steals the fastest first sector. He's currently P10. Top 3 remain pretty much as they are. Top 5 remain as they are. Goldie Iris as well. It's very high up. Shape and order here, even though nothing should have changed. And where's Sally Snowball? Sally Snowball are back. For the racing course. I don't even know if they'll get any points at this race. Shocking, because they've had a couple races back to back where they didn't get points. Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap, given that he's in first place currently. That's not good good for anyone else who wants a race win. Here's Tuxedo Noki against Max Verstappen. Them soft tyres have got to be destroying them hard tyres on the straights, especially under DRS. Noki goes up to P19. Macho Gato sets the fastest first sector. This is Goldie Iris up the inside of Willow Wolf. Willow Wolf is able to fight back, especially with the inside line on the next two corners, and I do believe that has opened the door to Purton Senna. That's his name, Purton Senna, who's just gone straight past Goldie Iris. I think that might have been skill level there as opposed to car power. And here is Sally Snowball trying to squeeze between Whisper and Upket. Oh, the full race, 71 laps. Jeez. Each lap is about 1 minute 8 up. 5-second time penalty to Nigel Barksall, who's at the very back of the field. Don't know what happened there. Oliver Behrman set the fastest lap, but a bunch of jumping up and down in the order there. Goldie Iris currently leads this pack, followed by now Purton Senna, Willow Wolf, and Oliver Behrman. So I'm surprised Oliver Behrman got the fastest lap. All this traffic. There seems to be a bit of a gap between Iris and Frost that's visible on the map, so you assume something's going on there. And Willow Wolf is dropping several positions with their medium tyres. Personally, I think it's best to just go soft, medium soft most of the time. Well, I mean, I say on this track just in the entire game, but honestly, I think that because the game is sort of an uncanny valley of F1, I think you can get away with going softs at the beginning, just grind out the rest of the race on hards, almost a lap ahead, and still gaining ground. 5-second time penalty, Alan Post. Post is 19. Yeah, there's several drivers fighting for, well, not much at the very back, hopefully like a better position. The driver who started last was fastest lap goes to Nigel Barksall, by the way, who in 21. Wow. Actually, I need to check the points. Wolf Williams, that's it. Sort of struggling to get points though, but it's good that they've been able to. Oh, everyone has scored points. Oh, that's. There was someone who scored points in like last race or something. I'll be bothered checking now. Going so slowly here. Oh, it's that section. Yeah, because it's in like the uncanny valley and the AI sort of drive weird lines and stuff like that. It's easy to have a better pace than all drivers on hard tyres when they're all on soft, something like that. But that sort of depends on the settings, and the settings are either super difficult or super easy. Oops. Anyway, who started last? Post, wasn't it? Alan Post is in 20. Oh dear. 20. I would have thought that been much higher than that, but I think just the design of the circuit sort of limits easy overtake. Yeah, this circuit's going to be overtake because you have like 2 chicanes at the end of a very long straight, and then 2 more chicane. Chicane and a hairpin. Yes, at the end of another straight, and then it's just a bunch of left and right. Willow Wolf is currently out of the points. That's the power of the soft tyres over medium tyres. Jake Villeneuve and Oliver Behrman are in the points though, scoring for Tailwind Racing. Lewis Ham for Mercedes Petronas. I don't know if I'll change Lewis Ham to Ferrari, but I mean, I think I'm just going to keep some of the drivers team they're most well known for. I mean, what the hell's going on with what the hell's going on Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, because they were both driving for McLaren, I believe, and also were well known for driving in McLaren. But we have Goldie Iris and other one. There's the other one who were driving for oh, Bart Clouder. Oh yeah, yeah. But he did drive for McLaren, and I don't know. I put Prost and Senna Lotus, but I think it's just a good idea to have them on the same team. Lotus, I think, had quite good live back then. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna keep them on the team that they did or that they had the most success with. Uh, Cam had the most success with Mercedes. Hasn't had any success with Ferrari as of recording because the 2025 hasn't actually started yet, as far as I'm aware. I'm not really interested in actual F1 now because, I mean, granted it's been pretty dull, gotten slightly better recently, but all things considered, I do kind of like this a little bit better because it's a little bit more reckless apart from the fact that they're not actually that fast. They were faster and a little bit more reckless, stuff like that, then be almost as good as it can get. I do need to check more recent updates because this update is very old. I say very old. I think it still might be mono-posted 2024. I don't know if they've released 2025 yet. But this is the version where they all, or like, should be the version where they all completely crash out in Montreal, which, that's sort of what I'm excited to watch, especially commentate over a race like that. It will not be a 100% race because they'll just be continuously crashing, and then there'll be three drivers left, and they'll be crashing and pitting every third lap. There will be safety cars every lap. Yeah, rightfully so, I think, because Montreal holds the record for the world's longest, or like the longest F1 race in history at like 4 hours or something like that. So uh, it's deserved. So Mecca had the best uh, Ferrari in life, but also raced for Benetton and Mercedes because he had the most success with Ferrari. On the Ferrari, same thing with like Kay and Ansel. I think they were both racing. Check ago. Is Sally Snowball trying to kick the wolf. Now, another thing I do like about this is just constant overtake. Be a nightmare for anyone commentating. I know. I wonder if I can increase the quality without the buff. I'll look into. Um, so yeah, race 11 might have higher quality because like this is the lowest quality setting, and I still think it is quite good. The higher quality settings I think are slightly pointless. It makes everything slightly darker, well, which I'm not a fan of. But that is Phoebe Fittipaldi fighting with Willow. Then medium tires are still slower than soft, and Willow has gone from like P5 to P30, right in front of Wolf. There goes Willow. Overtake immediately after DRS and ERS, but because of the design of the circuit, Fittipaldi tries to fight back, but is unable to. Honestly, no action on after this. After all of the wait, not much. For the things that do happen, uh, highlight pretty entertaining. I think I might be fast, but maybe it goes this. Maybe, oh, well, Bastian Vet has massive gap. Tundra that for the almost entire race, Macho Gatto, who's on pole, is sort of struggling. Well, I say struggling, exactly struggling, but found himself be unable to really attack because it's sort of outside the DRS range. I need to keep an eye on them in the third sector and sort of how far apart they come on the exit. Also, in my opinion, Mexico City, not the great F1 track or race. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the track, but what do I know? And Porsche, well, has gone absolutely nowhere and has Kitty Softpaws on. Oh, I didn't it. Best. Yeah, it's just Porsche has Softpaws and it's still quite with Bart. Nigel Barksall and Alan Porsche going toe to toe. Alan Porsche should have all of the advantages here, but sort of struggling to use them all. Gap between Oliver Behrman and Fernando Alonso, insane. I only just noticed that. It's supposed to be the biggest gaps. His Bastian Beck out of the third. Um, yeah, so the biggest gap is well biggest gaps are between Bastian Beck and everyone behind, well as Angel Frost, Angel Frost, Goldie Iris. Goldie Iris is sort of in the middle of nowhere. Then you have Patty Senna and Fernando Alonso close together, and then now Lewis Ham way back in P8, miles behind by the looks of things. And Lewis Ham is definitely under attack by both the tailwind racers. Lewis Ham, no, Oliver Behrman is able to fight back. Jake Villeneuve is also trying to fight back as well. That's Oliver Behrman giving. Oh my goodness, safety cars deployed. I was going to say Oliver Behrman giving. Oh, whoa! Who was that? That was Alan Post. Alan Post is out. Oh dear. That was. I really wish I was looking at different camera angles on that one there, but fortunately they do not give us the ability to wind. But that is insane. Actually, Montreal was not Montreal. Monaco one very good race. The last one. So yeah, it looked like Oliver Behrman was sort of driving in front of Jake Villeneuve for the slipstream. Now we have to 50 for day. Last race was it was Sakir. Oh, Monte Carlo was a really good one. And everyone, well, I say everyone in the pits. That is Goldie Iris, Macho Gato, Fernando Alonso. They're in the pits. Sebastian Vettel stayed out. But the Koenigsegg, Koenigsegg, is it Tor? Dogs. No, it's Koenigsegg. Jesus. Koenigsegg's of Willow Wolf. Definitely not for the benefit of this, but over the front, well, highly diminishing tyres, those being Oliver Behrman, Lewis Ham, Jake Villeneuve, and maybe even Burton Senna, Frost, and Verstappen. Um, yes, anyway, what happened there? Like, Bart Clouder just slid out into the wall, lost a tyre, and then turned force, crashed into the back of it. Nigel Sparks, second time. Why? Second time, no puncture. I think he might have hit it and was also naturally far behind it. As for the hard tyres, they might not be able to gain as much ground as one, especially with Fernando Alonso in front. Although the soft tyres of Noki, Snowball, Willow, and Fittipaldi will start finishing, it won't last forever. Oh my goodness, what was that? 5-second time penalty to Fernando Alonso for causing a collision, and that was Softball's perspective there, having to sort of brake as if she was brake tested by Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso is now on a 10-second time penalty. Lapped cars can overtake. Brilliant. Oh, wow. Nice shot of the safety car there. Here, is the safety car meant to be slightly smaller looking than all the F1 cars and also slightly lower to the ground? That, okay. Uh, Alright, safety car is about to end. Oh, that's what happened last time. 5-second time penalty to Fernando Alonso again for causing some collision. That's what happened last time. They were bottlenecked. Right. But unfortunately, Fernando Alonso worse position there, but the safety car is now undone. The race can begin once again. Literally everyone is on DRS. Tuxedo Noki falls into the pits. That's a daft idea, I think. But it might pay off, especially with clean air. Noki powered down. And not a pit garage yet. Tire, oh, medium tire, right, okay. Several cars wide here. Jake Villeneuve trying to go around the outside of Lewis Ham, but Nelson Puckett sneaks up the inside. That is a very annoying thing that happens a lot around that one hairpin chicane. I just think that like some element of this track are very wood to get around. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but and no clear signs of overtaking apart from at the very front, which weren't being shown for some reason. 5-second time penalty to Sally Snowball. Oh, jeez, the racing pause. I'm not going to enjoy this race. Bastian Vet maintains the lead. Roxy Tundra has gotten ahead of Frost and Senna. So, Senna's gotten Frost as well. Oliver Behrman is trying to join this fight. Why are we looking back here? Here. And there goes Frost on the inside of Metro Gatto, but Gatto fight back. Inside in the next corner. Really not enough. Frost high. And at this gap for the lead, Roxy Tundra in the mini DRS region, going into the third sector, is able to take the lead for a moment, and then around the hairpin, Sebastian Vettel tried to fight back, but in the final corner, Roxy Tundra shall reign, well, they reign victorious. No, become the new race leader. 5-second time penalty. Shoe snacker, causing some collision again. Willow Wolf is really far back. Why? No idea why. Anyway, here goes Matrogato on the inside of Oliver Behrman into turn 1. Hello. Hey, bit there. Anyway, happened. And this is who's that? Frost up the inside of Iris. That's not going to work. Definitely work again. I do Frost. Unlucky over one part of the track. Warnixargs had start towards half of a good start and horrible spots. 50, especially fighting between one another. Good idea. Fernando Alonso has balled his way up to 8, especially with a 15-second time penalty from what appears to be a glitch. That is Willow Wolf getting a 5-second time penalty. Well, game. Yeah, it happened. Must be gross sauce. Look at this Roxy Tundra zooming ahead, making a massive gap. A race leader, Bastian Vet, hunted down by Macho Gatto. Ferrari. Oh, and Macho Gatto has got an epic P2. Why didn't it show us this? Still haven't fixed that. Any big top at the front of the field should be prioritised over any other type of overtake. Unless it is a collision. Michael Schumacher on the hard tyres, trying to. Oh my goodness, trying to get past the corner exams. That might have been where people getting 5-second time penalty because the way they drive around the corners, sort of crashing into each other. Anyway, we're in lap 20, so the soft tyres should be inferior to the initial medium tyres. And actually now, I think the medium tyres are becoming inferior to the hard tyres, as evident by Willow Wolf. Also, Snowball has fallen back a little bit, closing the gap to Tucky. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's okay when they have the camera in the middle of the track on a straight, not on a corner. Corner, not going to see it. unless it is at like a fair ways back on the end of the corner. That would make sense. Anyway, Goldie Iris. This is it directly panned over to this battle. See Goldie Iris overtake Sebastian Vettel for the podium. Goldie Iris has been, well, sort of not as powerful as Mark Lauder, but has definitely been way more luckier than Mark Lauder as well. And also Nelson Puckett, Nigel Barksall, the Paul Williams, both within the points as well. Nigel Barksall also has current fastest lap as well. Rising, stick around. Oliver Behrman sticking points currently. Jake Villeneuve, however, is one position off. Placed by Lewis Ham. That's not Capaldi. Who is this? Is it Phoebe Capaldi? It is. Okay. Don't know why you. Look at the gaps up front. Nearly 4 second gap. It was measuring distance close to time. The gap, Andre and Gatto by Harrison. Oh my goodness, safety cars deployed. The same collision has happened again. Michael Schumacher is out. But is out of the race. Cars been deployed. I wonder who's hit. Yeah, the gaps were huge. Like 4 second gap between Andre and Gatto. Like 3 second gap between Gatto and Iris. 2 second gap between Alonso and Iris as well. Last bet second gap. But all things considered, Sebastian Vettel should try to fight for the race, as should all of the soft tyre drivers, and personally, I think the old medium tyre drivers. Willow Wolf, the old driver, might have been Nelson Puckett, the other one. Who was that in the pits? Sebastian Vettel is in the pits. Good. I think personally, Senna has Oliver Behrman. Right choice. Angel Frost goes into the pits. Jake Villeneuve is in the pits as well. Lewis Ham, Aldi. Whisper Wolf is in the pits. Willow Wolf is staying. Oh, no idea. But how has the bizarre pitting choice of trucks not paid off? Good. Well, after hanging around 14 for a bit, there definitely was an element of luck there with the safety car combining or pressing the tire pack together. Now, what's going to happen? Willow Wolf is not going to stick around, especially on them very old tires. Max Verstappen might Willow back a little bit, hurting Senna. Might last less than tyres are new. I don't think they are. Same thing for Kitty Softballs. Softballs going to fall back. Tuxedo knocking the just high up. Knocking go. Same thing with Behrman. Snowball has kept out too long on them soft tyres. Might try and repeat the strategy. Knocking. No idea why they think the strategy is a good idea, but you know, it's proven effective. One thing I do believe with this track, that unlike most of the other tracks, the gap between first and last place at the end of the first lap is 5 seconds, it goes to 10 seconds. Or, well, no, it sort of second, 5 seconds. Oh, Snowball's in the pits under safety car. Well, goes to the very back, but will not be 20 seconds back like knocking. I think the thing with this track is that the gap between first and last place sort of separates much faster than usual. And when you have someone who's actually in last place doing similar pace to first place, then there's second last place easily get caught up by the one. That makes probably doesn't. So anyway, 3 drivers out. And 2 more laps. Lapped cars. Haven't been able to overtake. I really wish about this. Well, like safety car is out. Okay. Right now, are there any lapped cars? No. Don't need to do a lapped cars overtake. And also the lapped cars overtaking broken anyway because the lapped cars overtake. Yes, they do go straight past the safety car. They do they do half a lap before the safety car undoes itself. Then you have all of the cars who weren't lapped bundling along. You have a massive gap towards the cars that were lapped, and that is ridiculous. What else? Oh yes, it is slightly buggy. Because what happened once was lap cars can overtake. I think I was in pole position or something like that. I was able to get past the safety car and got an entire extra lap on everyone in the field. Yeah, that's Whisper right now. Whisper is not in position. I think might be in Fernando Alonso's position, getting time penalty for 8 lap cars. Brilliant deduction. Yeah. I would like to monitor just about what's going on. But anyway, I somehow managed to glitch past the safety car when lapped cars can overtake, and I got a whole extra, well, almost a whole extra lap on everyone else. Thing was, we only went round like half the track because the game's broken. Hey. That's the problem right there. They all speed up for some reason for the corner bottleneck, and then one unfortunate car in particular just winds up smashing into the back of another one. 5 second time for it. Pretty unfair, but I'm going to keep the time penalty thing around. Can't be bothered to reverse the time penalty things, and also they're there, and you're going to be constantly thinking, "Oh my goodness, the driver needs to gain 5 seconds to win." This is 5 second time. So, very common in Sakir with only, I think, no drivers got out of that penalty. Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, safety cars come undone. Surprise. Foxy Tundra has not changed any position. Nigel Barksall is in P4. Gee, that is impressive and also incredibly surprising. Well, the hell happened to Nigel Barksall? In the top 7-ish, maintain the position next for Snapper as but we are Sebastian Vettel. Third race, very start is something the ERS so guys in, and then that's Curtis Senna getting past so, and now just past initial inside line, but outside. Just big problem with it. And there goes Max. Max still not able to fend it off. Tries there. 5 seconds on them, and unfortunately, Tailwind Racers, Clonic Zargs, those look like Ren. One of them is Ren Hout, the other one is Racing Paws, Mercedes Petronas, Clonic Zargs, Tailwind Racers. Those are all teams that are very close together, but just unfortunately out of point. Just sort of scrambling for a better position. Jake Villeneuve is the closest 2 points, and I don't know why I was talking about Mercedes Petronas not having double points, because what about Sally Kitty Soft? That's the one. Who was in the lost Jake Villeneuve. That's probably due to hard tyres, newer tyres. Which are like highest. Well, I don't mind seeing tons of doing some massive analysis on Tasmania. I say massive, it'll be basic, but if it gets a lot of it will then become based on match of Gato. That pole Eve has fought its way up to match. Might have started to under the second half. Might looking fighting speed against Andra Sebastian Vettel. Last first sector again. There, right there is below. Very back. By that, Lewis Ham just got ahead of was that another poor tyre choice with hard tyres. It is Jake Villeneuve fighting 4 points against Max Verstappen and Nelson Piquet. That was incredibly close there. You know, could have kept longer. Here we go. Main straight. I think that's Behrman trying to overtake and gets the double overtake on Max Verstappen and Jake Villeneuve. Jake Villeneuve is also able to get the overtake on Max Verstappen, almost throwing him out the points as well. No, gets suffered really badly from that, losing Max Verstappen and also Angel Frost. As of Angel Frost, she's trying to get in points, but almost had it at Frost. Hairpin part of the track. Want to sort of overtake on the outside, but because the drivers sort of don't block, trying to overtake. Like here, they're not going to block the overtake, allowing you to overtake or try to overtake on the outside. You sort of have to overtake. To probably stick around for a while, and the AI of cars gets a lot better. I wonder if someone has made an AI model or something that like makes the cars better. Yeah. We'll look into that, but I'm not going to add in any new models in this season. I will try to. Next, that is Sebastian Vettel. Lost out, overtaking Nigel Barksdale, getting one step closer to the podium. Is still going to try and fight again. Out of range over DRS activation. go. Nigel Parks does not have DRS, but Alonso and Senna behind also do. Plastic Bet now go up the inside, and it's not fast enough. Fast though. Come on, Sebastian Bet is going to try another overtake on the main straight as Fernando Alonso as well, by the looks of things. All of them have DRS wide open apart from Nigel Clarksall. Almost all of them get ahead apart from Martin. Strategies have paid off the back over on Willow strategy really not paid off. AI on this going for like 5-ish, 9, just because. I mean, I'm aware it is a short track, hence why we have 71 laps, but on. Hardly aggressive. Oh, can kick off the other way. And Curtin Senna just overtook Nigel Barksall, 6. Gatto is incredibly close now to Roxy Sandra. And now we want to look at the very back of the pack. No, we want to look at this. Will Metro Gatto actually make the overtake? Yeah, that's big margin there. And I think with DRS, which for some reason is in front of the start finish line, even with DRS, I don't think much ground there at all. Well, that's just unfortunate. Try and keep an eye on Metro and catch the overtake if it doesn't swap us over. So because of the time thing that we get up there, it's not really helping whatsoever. Oh my goodness. Goldie Iris under attack there by Sebastian Bet, and has also caught up to Metro Gatto by the looks of things. Sebastian Bet is certainly fighting for this one. Almost like the top 4 are allegedly 1.5 seconds apart. Well, like from first to 5th, and that is incredible. Right? Top 3 were within 1 second. All massively apart on the start rate. Sparks now under attack by Tailwind Racers, were able to claw back their predicament earlier. They also, I don't know, fix version, the Doppler thing, on that. We're still hearing random race car noises. No indication. But I kind of. I mean, if something like that. Massive. This for now. Why you see this early? Goldie Iris has been overtaken by Sebastian Vettel. Will Goldie Iris be able to fight back? Sebastian Vettel is in the DRS zone. Catching off Macho Gatto somehow, and Burton Senna, who I didn't even see there, just got straight past Goldie Iris and is now on 3, stealing Sebastian Vettel's podium that he had for like, oh my, not even half a lap there. Senna takes 3rd position currently. And is that Lewis Ham getting up into the points? Yes, it's because Kitty Soft was getting points in place, sticking around on the hard tyre. Goodness, the gap between Curtin and Goldie Iris is huge now. I do believe Fernando Alonso, Jake Villeneuve, and Oliver Behrman, maybe even Prost and Lewis Ham, have joined the battle to try and to try and get into 4. Battle for 4 is well, it's a battle for first as well. It's all sort of livening up a bit, and it's more so long range. Well, I mean, it's less of the long range battling and more so of the upfront thing of several battles, several positions. Just saw there, Sebastian Vettel was able to reclaim 4th position. Goldie Iris dropped a couple of positions from coming out of the safety car. Now Sebastian Vettel is going to have to power down to catch Senna. Doing. I think Nelson Pupket might have been the other medium tyre driver. Both of them are just very back. I think they need to analyse the inventor that could do that. Then much. No one over. Before Wolfley, Nigel Barks was weighing out the points now. I say way out the points. 2 other points. Frost, Ham, Capaldi, and Barks, or British drivers. The 4 only British drivers in fire field are all right next to each other. Funny, they should have to wait for Macho Gatto, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, and Softballs close to each other. The 4 Spanish, and Schusnack, or German drivers. Anyway, enough with pattern checking. Purton Senna was able to get past Macho Gatto as well. I do believe that Purton Senna's hitted on the 2nd safety car as well, so should have slightly faster tyres than anyone else. And right, it Tundra held on to for a while now, and that looks like Whisper Wolf. Right, big Barks. My goodness, I think I know what happened there. Oh no, they're both side by side now. I think Purton Senna was able to get up the inside of that hairpin. Tundra was almost able to succeed the block there, but I think Senna was able to snag the DRS and has it for the 100-meter sprint part of the track, where there's a DRS zone there and there isn't a DRS zone on the second straight, after the 3rd corner. Be a little bit more useful, you know. And also Sebastian Vettel was able to capitalise off of this, getting up into 2. Iris has sort of fallen back out of the battle, or anyone else like Fernando Alonso or Oliver Behrman past goodness, 3 wide, almost 3 wide. Looked like Fernando Alonso able to fight back, and even so around the hairpin, Fernando Alonso gets a 5. Villeneuve actually well because he knows at this point that Goldie Iris was an incredibly powerful force in the race, but has now sort of dipped back. Now pass more points, and I believe does so successfully in the third sector. Awkward placed hairpin. Aston is certainly not backing down here, even with tyres that I don't think are as good as Burton Senna. He's really trying to get first place, like had it last time. Snowball. It's trying so hard to get some points in the race after I think remaining out of the safety car as well. Racing Wars have had a race, but neither of the corner cars not really that. Ham, correct. It's Aldi in 5 second time penalty. Lewis Ham, so there. I think it's Aldi looking for points. Lewis Hamilton, Lewis Ham even tries to overtake Cross and does so, but with hold of it. Yes, he does. Now, lead Brit. Okay. While Goldie Iris behind both of the tailwind bases and also Alonso. Fernando Alonso has fallen behind tailwind bases. Well, they are an powerful force, especially at one point in time, and both of them were out of the point. So that is incredible teamwork from them. They didn't have. They had a really good start to the season. Finished in the mid, scoring almost nothing, and now they've come back as a force to be reckoned with. They've even caught up to Metro Gato, was incredibly powerful earlier. Lewis Ham, well, like he's in the field, getting ahead of Fernando Alonso, Goldie Iris. Well, I don't know what happened there. I think just under attack of getting out of the points, now wanted more points and succeeded in doing so. And we are 3 wide with who was that? That was Frost, Fittipaldi, and well, it was Frost, Alonso, and Iris. And that is Fittipaldi trying to get past Iris. He's been holding on to many points for a very long time now. And here's Sebastian Vettel who fights, or trying to fight past. Not hard tires. Surprising, especially given that well, Noki with that star strategy at the end of the first safety car. We are way over halfway through the race now. That's good. I want to record this because excited to get back to Formula 4 spirit. I sort of want to finish this. I guess. Oh my goodness! And Whisper Wolf goes up in P11 after a bizarrely open from Snowball, surrendering the position. And Jake Villeneuve is against the attack on Macho Gato. There's a huge gap between Tundra and Bet now, who has been able to maintain a close distance to Curtin Senna, surprisingly. No idea how that happened. But as a result, Tundra and Gatto were fighting, and it's worked out in Jake Villeneuve's favour. Going up into P4, might actually have a double podium for Tailwind races, assuming they're able to keep up this momentum, which usually momentum is a bit sort of harmonic in this game or in these races, where at one point you have a whole team up front, and in the next moment they're at the very back. You know, especially with racing cores, but I think racing cores have a bit of an outlier here because they've been incredibly powerful at some points in time. We're going 3 wide into the first corner. Villeneuve gets the biggest advantage out of that. Oliver Behrman is also able to fight back. Oh, wow. Yeah, racing cores have been a bit of a anomaly because they've been both incredibly powerful and up at the very front of the field, but also in different races have been diminishing in their power to maintain as the most dominant force. The gap between Sebastian Vettel and Roxy Tundra has now increased even more so because of fighting back. So there was a point where Goldie Iris is now out of the points, and Sally Snowball gets the first points for Racing 4. Is behind Sally Snowball, who put up a fight, preventing the Racing 4s from getting any more points. I don't think that there is. I mean, for Pedro Rojo, Max Verstappen would want Sally Snowball to not get any more points, but the tyre choice is sort of stuck for options right now. Just sort of has to complete the race. Jake Villeneuve is now going to make the move on Roxy Tundra and succeeds. Jake Villeneuve is now up into P3. Oh my goodness, and Oliver Behrman has fallen back behind Macho Gatto and might actually be overtaken by Lewis Ham, as he was on the entrance into these really annoying corners. Unfortunately for half of Tailwind Racers racing right there. I think 20 that remaining. So, anyone was daring enough, this is the point in time where they can go soft tyres and will make it to the end of the race, but with how much power will they hold? Where will they end up? It's a big question to ask. Max Verstappen gets past Nigel Parks, Nigel Parksel. And Goldie Iris loses out to Tuxedo Nokia as well. Goldie Iris had such a good race, being on the podium at one point. It's now out of the points. unfathomable. This is what I mean when it's harmonic. It's at one point a very good race for one particular driver, and then it just turns around within a few laps. That's, I think, mainly because they're not thinking, oh my goodness, my tyres are wearing out, I should pit now, or I should stay out because if I pit in a couple laps time, I can then pit and I'll have a tyre advantage. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking, alright, okay, I gotta drive, not right now, I don't want to pit right now, pit in a moment, you know, then it's the end of not paying dividends for them. But Max Verstappen is still really fighting this battle. Whisper Wolf is up into P10 after getting ahead of Fernando Alonso. Ali Snowball is also getting more points as well. Stray Nacho Gato, who was on the podium or fighting very close to it, is 2 positions away from being out of points. Goes Lewis Ham on Roxy Tundra, former race leader. Well, oh, fascinating just how quickly this is all falling apart. Though I must say, for sake of Wifton Martins having a driver in P5 and P6, very good for them, but one more pit stop is ahead, and that could change everything. 5-second time penalty to Sally Snowball now, causing some collision. No idea where or anything like that. Although that being said, Snowball and Whisper, now we need to start thinking about this. Snowball and Whisper, while they are currently in points, are probably not going to get any points because of the 10-second time, throwing them right out, throwing them behind soft paws at this rate. Lewis Ham, oh my goodness, Willow Wolf finally pitting. If the safety car comes out at any point now, then this race will definitely go her way, but that's not going to happen. Most likely. Going for soft tyres as well is a smart choice. And that's Willow Wolf's first pit. Honestly, why been out there for that long? Fernando Alonso and Angel Frost both fighting outside the points currently. Even though Angel Frost should go ahead with 15, because Fernando Alonso has a 15-second time penalty. Although they are out of the points, they should be pushed towards the points with everyone on, well, I say everyone, loads of people ahead on 5-second or 10-second time penalties. Oh, that's good. Willow Wolf is currently right behind Jake Villeneuve after overlapped. That's going to make things slightly awkward, especially in safety car conditions. Because Willow Wolf can't. Well, Willow Wolf can overtake, but then what's going to happen is Willow Wolf is going to get blue flagged and forced to slow down. So assuming Willow Wolf can overtake, as what is happening right now, and Jake Villeneuve doesn't try to fight back, and also Willow Wolf is able to massively escape Jake Villeneuve, everything fine and dandy. Because Willow waited too long to hit, I don't think that's going to happen. So Willow is probably, unfortunately, stuck in 98 once Upket decides to hit. As for the very front of the field, former race lead Sebastian Vettel still right behind Ayrton Senna, current race leader. That's about it, really. That looks like an egg on the map. I think the fighting's worked out positively for Jake Villeneuve. Looks to have closed the gap, but no, difficult to say. With Nelson Puckett Finally in the pits on soft tyres. Willow Wolf gains a position there, but is unable to get any further because of Jake Villeneuve now. And it's not negatively impacting Jake Villeneuve either, because Jake Villeneuve is not obligated to slow down. So if a driver is overtaking at high speeds because of new tyres, Jake Villeneuve would have no problem re-overtaking. Well, technically undertaking, I guess. Nacho Gatto maintains its position in the points currently. Whisper only just able to hold on right now. Oh, that's a 5-second time penalty for Nelson Pupket right there, after causing a collision with the back of Jake Villeneuve's car. I did see that. I also heard it as well. That is a total no for Wolf Williams right there, but not really much they can do. Jake Villeneuve is not allowing them to get ahead and fight their own fights, but even then they're going to have to fight their own fights by going around the entire track. Fernando Alonso is miles behind. He might have pitted, but really far behind. Has off time from earlier. In turn has, I believe, pushed some drivers up into the points. 100 has fallen still far back. Sally Snowball is fighting with that 10-second time penalty. Question remains, will they all pit, or who will pit? And have a look at things. Nelson Pupket has escaped the grasp of Jake Villeneuve. Well, fortunately for him, even though there was a collision there, not much below could do now. And within just the span of one, maybe even 2 laps, Nelson Pupket has caught up fast Vet and Ayrton Senna. Not that that's going to do much for him. Fernando Alonso definitely did pit as well, but closed down to Nigel Clarksall, who still holds fastest lap. And unless we finish under the safety car, that fastest lap probably won't stick with him. Oh my god, that was wide for Max Verstappen there. While a 1:07, I believe, is pretty fast. I think I've managed 1:03 right here. Trying again to try and break 1 minute. I don't think. Well, I don't think I have. My fastest time 1:04. Never mind, I haven't gotten a 1:03. There's only 2 tracks that I managed to get a sub 1 minute on. 3. One of them is Montreal. The other one is Monte Carlo. And oh, hang on, here's the third one. Spielberg is Austria. I somehow managed to get a sub 1 minute in Austria. 5-second time penalty to Ayrton Senna, who has just been overtaken, or is being overtaken, by Sebastian Vettel. This falls into Sebastian Vettel's hands now. Does a technical race win because of the 5-second time penalty. I was surprised to see action up there right now. Nelson Pupket is fighting with Sebastian Vettel. This is going to throw away the entire natural development of the battle. Two drivers. Willow has fallen back a couple places. Yeah, so I got 59.983 in Spielberg. I was trying so hard to do that. In Montreal as well, 59.383. That was fairly difficult to get my hands on, in my opinion, because I mean, I've done it like once or twice before. It just requires a sort of YOLO-ish setup. And then 57.516 in Monte Carlo. Sub 1 minutes are like fairly difficult, but quite easily doable once you're in. Purton Senna is to sort of be in the clear at this point in time. Assuming Jake Villeneuve, not Jake Villeneuve, Nelson Pupkett doesn't become a massive annoyance to Sebastian Vettel, then, and the gap between Sebastian Vettel and Purton Senna maintains 5 seconds, then the race win go to Sebastian Vettel. But because now the gap seems just a little bit too big, I don't think that's going to happen. And that gap's increasing, and just the back markers for the stubbornness to not get rid of the outdated medium tyres by the 20th lap. Just disrupting the entire race. Metro Gatto is currently hit second time. It was for note down because I need to balance the differential setup. Sebastian Vettel appears to be fighting back a little bit, but I think that's just the third sector part. 13th of October was the last time I did this, so we're in. Course starting 22nd. First. Oh, and then the safety car comes out. Lewis Ham! Lewis Ham is out of the race. That is bizarre. I can't figure out where that is on the map. Annoyingly. Damn it, I think the car just got quickly then. Lewis Ham is unfortunately out of the map, out of the race. And the safety car comes out. Now is a critical time pit. And assuming well, depending on what happens with Purton Senna and Sebastian Vettel, the race will have gone Sebastian Vettel's way. And also lapped cars do get to overtake now because there are 2 lapped cars, Nelson Pupkett and Willow Wolf. There was going to be Nigel Barksall, but because of the safety car, I do sort of got away with it. And that looks like Purton Senna in the pits as alongside Sebastian Vettel. Is that true? That is true. Sebastian Vettel is in the pits. I do. Purton Senna is in the pits. Saying Jake Villeneuve also goes into the pits, and as does Phoebe Fittipaldi. Willow Wolf is able to unlap herself. Sally Snowball and Oliver Behrman, with their teeth sunk into the points at this point, are in the pits alongside Angel Frost. Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, they get to jump ahead. Fernando Alonso really went his way. Tundra, Whisper, Soft Paws, Noki, they all go into the pits. Now this is completely turned around the order, ignoring the fact that Purton Senna and Sebastian Vettel maintain P1 and 2 respectively. 10 laps to go currently. I do believe Pupkett and Willow are behind the safety car currently. So I don't know why the safety car isn't just going to let them pass now, because then hopefully they'll have half a chance of getting to the back of the pack. I don't know what's going to happen. Half a lap. I'm going to go, alright, the race continues. Okay, so we're fighting in no man's land. Unless another safety car comes about. But this has sort of gone in the way. Everyone is on soft tyres now. some of the old soft tyre drivers are, I do believe, Fernando Alonso, maybe Barksall, definitely Popket and Willow. Somehow, some way. Oh my goodness, soft pause has gone from hard tyres to soft tyres now. Somehow, some way, Max Verstappen is all the way up in P3. That will not last. Almost guaranteed it. Now, will lap cars be able to overtake? No! This game is as broken as Phasmophobia. I actually don't know how many people are developing the game. But that being said, this is, again, a very old version. I want to finish this season on this version, just for all of the crashes mainly. The fact that Montreal got chosen twice was pure coincidence, by the way. I'm glad it got chosen twice, but still. Who is going to be in what was Fernando Alonso's position, and then became Whisper Wolf's position, where around one corner they just each other, whereas the bottom could be that now. I assume around P16, P18. Well, I think now was who got it worse, so it might come 13, 16 now. Yeah, well, because P17 and P18 are ahead of. So the Tailwind Racers, they're both in the points. Rojo currently both in the points. Hundra's just out of the points, as is Ross. Alonso and Fittipaldi are in the points. Soft Pause has an opportunity of getting into the points now, but we'll have a Klornigzarg right ahead, dead ahead, so just see how that develops. Tuxedo Noki as well, opportunity to be getting in the points. Trying to get double points for Racing Force. Snowball has pretty much cemented her position the top 10. How it all unfolds. Oh, it's Nigel Barksall this time. The current driver of the fastest lap. How all this unfolds. We're going to have to wait another lap, aren't we? Lap cars can overtake. Great. Let's just watch this overtake. Jesus Christ, just go past. Well then, not even a single full sector ahead. Now they're in the third sector, while everyone else is in the second sector. Yeah. Just how busted it is. Well, was. On current version and how well that one runs. We'll continue doing some testing, obviously, at the end of the season. And across the start-finish line, there you go. 39 seconds, Delta 37, 35. Closing down, but it's not closing down fast enough. Especially since the race is about to resume as everyone joins the third sector. They are still in the first sector. Safety car is ending. 5-second time penalty to Nigel Barksall again. Unfortunately, it didn't change for him. He was in that position. That's an unfortunate consequence. That I never really knew was a thing. And the race can now finally resume with Pertensenna still holding on to the provisional lead, depending on gap. Max Verstappen causes a giant bottleneck already with a second, with a 1 second gap, allowing Fernando Alonso to almost instantly get straight past. Same thing with Jake Villeneuve. And now Jake Villeneuve wants even more than this. Tries the inside. Now it's going to be the double outside on Fernando Alonso and fails to follow through with that. Phoebe Fittipaldi has also gotten past Max Verstappen. I said Max Verstappen will drop because of them hard tyres, but one benefit is the fact that Max Verstappen does not have a time penalty yet. But currently 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers have time penalties in the top 10. 2 of them are greater than 5 seconds, however. Oh my goodness, there's just cars everywhere. Yeah. Oh wow, that was wide for Max Verstappen. And just like that, after being overtaken by Whisper, is out of the points. Sebastian Vettel sort of lost a bit of ground there by the looks of things. And now continue to pull that back. Whereas Tuxedo Noki just jumped ahead of Max Verstappen, but is still out of the points currently. All to play for at this point in time, with 6 laps remaining currently. Oh, would you look at that? Bucket and Willow at the very back. Did Gato have a puncture? Why is Gato on medium tyres now? I think Macho Gato might have had a puncture there, so there goes Macho Gato's race. Completely ruined, and actually that ruins it for Ferrari as well. Clonic Zargs are not going to do well in this race, nor is Wolfilliams. But anyway, across the line they go. Once again. 5 laps now remaining. Race wet, and now Phoebe Fittipaldi would get a podium. And here's Sally Snowball against Goldie Iris. Goldie Iris is now back up into the points. Very surprising there. I didn't expect that. Tuxedo Noki has also joined the point battle. Well, Oliver Behrman sets the fastest first sector. There, I mean, everyone's on soft tyres, but they're going to try extra hard on the final lap, and final lap only. That's just bizarre. I don't know why they do that. And is Softpaws scrambling for better positions and might join Frost in the points with the 5 second time penalty. 5 second time penalty too. Kitty Softpaws. I mean, we were looking at Softpaws, but I couldn't really tell what happened there. So I think it's just unfortunate. Now, Softpaws has the gap to close to Noki. This is Jake Villeneuve, who's been overtaken by Oliver Behrman, both of whom have Phoebe Fittipaldi dead ahead. But the current state, Sally Snowball, or Purton Senna, will finish behind Sally Snowball. With that being said, very difficult to determine this because that is it is just measuring distance, not measuring time. I think what it might be doing is measuring the distance between 2 cars, as it is doing, but then dividing it by the car's average speed, or like an average speed, which might be a constant value, which in turn just gives this. If it was actually like, oh, this car's reached this checkpoint, we're now going to set a timestamp, and then this other car's reached this checkpoint, we can now set a timestamp and do all of the cross-referencing with the time, then that would be a lot more accurate, and that's probably how they do it in real life as well, but that is not the technology we possess. With 3 laps to go, counting it down now, Sebastian Vettel takes rightful control of P1. Oh, well, take a rightful race win here after holding it at the very start, losing it, trying to fight back, losing that, trying to fight back again, I think, and failing to do so, but is just holding on to Senna's 5-second time penalty window. Be Senna's kryptonite here. But nevertheless, an incredibly good finish for the remaining Lotus Whisker. Alan Post crashed out, out because of crashing into Powder, who mysteriously crashed out as well. Anyway, Jake Villeneuve, Audi, Sebastian Vettel, Goldie Iris, those are the only drivers in the top 10 without a 5-second time penalty. Well, without any time penalty whatsoever, currently. So I must say, Fernando Alonso, Whisper Wolf, and Nigel Barksdale have sort of been screwed over a bit with the time penalties because of that weird glitch during the safety car. And as I predicted, Max Verstappen is miles behind. It's now one of the outliers on the map. But nonetheless, Whisper Wolf is trying to give it everything she has to sort of avenge the massive mistake Willow made during this race and at least give Klornigzog some hope of getting points, because I mean I probably could calculate it, but it will take way too long. The 10-second time penalties are just everywhere, so awkward, but at best Whisper is going to gain one position with time penalty because of Alonso. So don't keep your hopes up. Tuxedo Noki jumps past Whisper and Alonso. It is a 4-car battle. It feels like there's way more than that at this point. And there goes Whisper back up into P7. Now Whisper probably won't gain any positions because Fernando Alonso is right behind Whisper. As we begin the final lap, actually. We're on the final lap. Although Perth and Senna may cross the finish line, that's Sebastian Vettel is staying too close behind. Perth and Senna actually might wind up ahead of Jake Villeneuve, though, as they go through the final corner on this track. I don't know how many turns there are on this track. Ayrton Senna will cross the finish line first, but Sebastian Vettel wins in Mexico City, setting the fastest third sector and the fastest lap, 1 minute 06.516, I do believe. Closely followed by Phoebe Fittipaldi, Oliver Behrman, Jake Villeneuve, Sally Snowball, Whisper Wolf, Tuxedo Noki, Goldie Iris, Fernando Alonso, Kitty Soft Paws, Angel Frost, Roxy 100, Nigel Barksdale, and then presumably Max Verstappen, Nelson Puckett, Willow Wolf, and Nacho Gato. The back markers definitely had their race ruined here, but what a finish with Jake Villeneuve still being behind Ayrton Senna by the end of it. So Ayrton Senna will still be on the podium, actually. Jake Villeneuve will be P4, I think. Wolf had a very good finish in P7, but probably no point awarded. We have it. Ayrton Senna was able to take third place, and Sebastian Vettel really able to hold on for a very long time. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my goodness! Racing Paws got double points. Whisper Wolf unfortunately missing out there. Okay, well, that should be everything. Yes, no points at all for Ferrari, Mercedes Petronas, Wolf Williams, Klornigzog. Somehow Racing Paw were able to fall back. And Sebastian Vettel actually won the fastest lap as well. That's got to be some Grand Slam. The pole position went to Nacho Gato. So I think that might be a bronze Grand Slam for Sebastian Vettel. I'll check later. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell as well so you won't miss out on any of the new videos. videos that are going to come out, especially in Formula 4, etc., etc. Thanks for watching.